Hello everyone, so we're just about to start our first job of the new year, and it is this retaining wall. It's hilariously close to the house, so that, well, the actual wall, you know, normally wouldn't be too complicated, but the access is pretty ridiculous. I don't know if you can see that there. At the narrowest point, it's about 400 from the house, and then a little bit wider in different points, but yeah, so the process of doing this retaining wall for us is going to be, we will take the top half of the wall, we'll take that to the top side of the garden. So we'll take all the stone up to the top side, and then all the bottom half of the wall, that's going to go back through this corridor onto the patio over there, and then we'll have to bring each stone in piece by piece when we wall it. So it's extremely labour intensive, but all good fun. So we're going to dig out as much as we can from behind the wall before we even start taking it down, just in case, you know, if we start taking it down and it did slip, then all this soil will be down there, which is where we really don't want it. So we're going to dig down as much as we can, and then also put the top half of the wall up here, because it's a lot easier to just pass it back down than it is to take it all the way around that side and bring it all the way back and up to a height. So that's what we're doing. Keep going. Not yet. Not yet. Your next step. Stuck. Got stuck.
Sounds it.
Right, sure. I've done that one before. Sure, I'll show you. Right, so I'll just show you what we've got done at the end of day one of this retaining wall. That's some of the stuff we've dug out, and then there's half the stone here, which is some quite big boys there. And then obviously we've had to bring every stone from down this little ginnel. We've taken out, can you see, roughly, I don't know, 7 square metres of wall, and then dug a bit out, and then the rest of the stone is all up there. And then, yeah, get it fully dug out tomorrow. So, well, that's drystone walling for you. Goodbye.
Just like hold everything out.
Right, hopefully I can say exactly what I just said again. We're at a point now where you can clearly see the way we construct a dry stone retaining wall. So we have our face stones, our back stones, and then in this instance we've got the backfill behind that. Now normally speaking, your back stones will be right up against the earth bank, but in this case, because it's such a deep area, we've got fill behind it. If we were to put these back stones right up against that bank there, it'd mean that they were no longer interlocking with the front stones, and what we're really after is this interlocking shapes front and back, and then on the course on top of that they'll overlap, and that tying together of the front and back and on top is what creates an extremely dense structure, which is very effective at holding back the force of the earth pushing out. So this is a good way of constructing a dry stone retaining wall. Now we do our best to follow the shapes of the stones, and we try and get it perfect, but inevitably you end up with holes in between the stones, and that's where you put your middle fill. Now you want to try and fill each hole ideally with 1 or 2 stones, and then around those you will put the small pieces of fill. Bad practice would be to get lots of small stones and just chuck them in to fill that hole, and that wouldn't really do the job very well at all. So you want to fill the holes. This is how we do it, and this is how you're going to do it from now on. In principle, a dry stone retaining wall is, it's really simple. It's just one material, and the same thing happens on every single course. It does take a long time to learn how to do it well, and particularly retaining walls, learning how to build such a dense structure, it does take practice, and you have to actually want to get good at it. It's not just something that you just do. You have to think about what you're doing. But dry stone retaining walls are so good at retaining earth. They've been good at retaining earth for literally thousands of years, since the beginning of civilization. So if it worked then, why change anything? And if somebody is trying to convince you to put in a concrete wall and face it, or a block wall, just try and convince them and tell them to bear in mind that they can do it out of just stone. It's simple. It might even be cheaper, and it'll last a lot longer if you do it right. I'm expecting this to last well over 200 years. That wall has lasted 250 years, and we've built this wall a lot better than that. So, we can expect this to last a long time. So let's get this wall finished and move on to the next job. The next few minutes is a first-person view of me building this wall. So sit back and just pretend you're playing the world's worst video game. Sake. Pulled the line down. everything. GoPro, rocking walls. Yeah. I think that would be a very helpful idea. Oh my god, chiseling! Yeah. Chod. What the hell's a chode? This is the way we should have been doing. Probably gonna be right. Oh, it's almost right. Guess. Oh, not far off. Just to see. Just have a look. Right, we've got it done, so let's go have a look. Oh, nice and quiet down here. There you have it, a finished drystone retaining wall. Thank you for watching, and yeah, if you like this kind of thing, please like and subscribe.